Believe it or not, there was a time when Halo was the absolute pinnacle of FPS. It was the crown jewel for Xbox that shifted consoles and defined gaming generations. I grew up on PlayStation, but whenever I was around a friend's house who had an Xbox, life threats would be made if Halo wasn't booted up for me to play. But we're in 2023 now, and it's safe to say that Halo is no longer the juggernaut of FPS that it once was. And whilst Halo Infinite wasn't the sole cause for the franchise feeling irrelevant in this day and age, it certainly accelerated the process. So let's just get this out in the open. Halo Infinite flopped. And the sad thing about this is that I don't think Halo Infinite is necessarily a bad game. I would go as far as to say that the gameplay itself is some of the best FPS action you can enjoy right now. What caused Halo Infinite to flop in my eyes is the utter mismanagement both 343 Industries and Microsoft are responsible for with handling such a legendary franchise. Obviously, 343 Industries and Microsoft's ongoing troubles have been well documented. Back in January, Microsoft announced that 10,000 of its workers across several of its owned businesses would be laid off. It was reported that an estimated 25% of 343 Industries' workforce had been released, mainly in the development and art teams. This naturally led to rumors that 343 Industries would become a publisher and have Halo products developed by other studios. However, Pierre Hinsey, the head of 343, stated that the company would continue to develop Halo now and in the future. A number of former developers have voiced their anger and frustrations with their time at 343. Patrick Red, a former senior multiplayer designer for Infinite, who now works at Respawn, essentially said that the layoffs and the state of Halo Infinite were down to management. The reason for both of those things is incompetent leadership up top during Halo Infinite development, causing massive stress on those working hard to make Halo the best it can be. Other former developers in Nicholas Bird and Tyler Owens focused on Microsoft's short-term contracting practices that they believed were abused for tax incentives that messed up the system of developing Halo Infinite. This is what really pisses me off about how Halo Infinite was managed. You can tell when playing the multiplayer, for example, that the gameplay is flawless and has been put together by teams of people that truly care about Halo and its fans. But outside of the gameplay, everything else utterly reeks of upper management basically sabotaging the game and setting it up to fail. The game is left feeling unrewarding. The microtransactions within the game are greedy. The battle pass is utterly terrible. The rate of content being pushed out through this live service setup is laughable. To put it bluntly, 343 Industries and Microsoft simply don't deserve to manage an IP like Halo anymore. There's no vision for the franchise, and it's clear that those making the decisions up top have no idea about how to develop a Halo game in this current age of gaming. The sad thing is that over the past decade, both companies have slowly destroyed the reputation and top tier status that Halo once had within the gaming world. And honestly, I can't see how Halo gets back on top anytime soon, if ever. And I don't know how 343 plans on getting players to return to Halo Infinite. I know Steam charts don't paint the whole picture of a game's player base, but in May 2023, Halo Infinite had 2,700 players on average. Microsoft Flight Simulator had 5,200 players on average in the same month. A Flight Simulator has more average players versus Halo. Imagine going back 15 years ago and saying that to someone. There have been reports that 343 has already moved on from Halo Infinite and has begun pitching new games using Unreal Engine 5 instead of the Slip Space engine. So for anyone holding out for further DLC content or any meaningful updates, well, 343 is basically telling you to do one. Rather than give us an actual Halo game complete with all its staple game modes and features that put Halo on the map, I already know where this is going to go. Not sure how to fix a broken franchise? F it. Make it a battle royale game and hope all your problems go away. It's already been reported that a battle royale game is being developed under the Halo banner, and to me, this just shows how those in charge of the direction of Halo have absolutely zero clue about what to do with such an iconic franchise. Anyways, if there are any players out there who for some reason think Halo Infinite isn't a flop, please let me know why down in the comments. For those that agree, what do you think Halo should do next? Also, 96% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel, so I'd really appreciate it if you quickly subscribed now. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.